fans also recognize you from your signature style on the field. For anyone who doesn't know, you always wear lipstick while you're playing.
Yes.
Why do people have such a hard time understanding that athletes can be feminine as well?
I think like to be taken in the one, because sports were always such a male dominated thing. So like when women got, years ago, when women started getting into sports, it's like, okay, well, only the men have been doing it, so we got to do it the way the men have and be like as physical as whatever as possible. And I just hope that the tides are turning because, and I think you've probably felt it as well playing sports or whatever. I think it was always in any sport I played, whether softball, basketball, it was like this stereotype that went along with it and that you had to be this to play sports. And I was always like, I don't ever feel that way. I've never felt like I am not feminine when I put on my jersey. I've never felt like not like a little lady when I was, bossing up in the paint. Like, I just thought it was so interesting that there's a stereotype around me. And I mean, I remember from a young age, I just have this vivid memory of being in the locker room or the weight room in high school. And some guy was like, oh, yeah, you're really like, you look really manly or something like that. And I remember that. And I was like, wow, talk about hurting. But I just remember like, I don't feel that way.
It hasn't stuck with you at all.
No, I don't remember.
No.
Barely
remember it.
What? Was it by the desk in the weight room? What's his name? No. It's always so interesting that we have this stereotype. So I think it's changing because it's shown that doesn't matter if you look this way. If you're the most beautiful woman, you can be a great on the pitch, on the field, whatever it is. And I hate that even sometimes like attractive women, they're not believed to be the best player. Like there's some beautiful rugby players or beautiful soccer stars. Or some people are like, no, there's no way she's that good. There's no way she's that good. I'm like, you think that that's like stops her from running hard? It's a whole thing.
I will say, I do think to some degree there is an idea of like people felt emasculated. And then they started to perpetuate this idea that if you were strong, that it was only a masculine feature and that it couldn't be attractive in a feminine way.
Yes.
And that to me is like, so, I mean, tell me you're insecure without telling me you're insecure.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think, strength and muscles have always been associated with men and masculine. And I think that's fine. But I just think it's maybe a rewriting of it if that is a masculine feature, okay. But I feel so beautiful with it. And I feel so strong. So
I don't think I've ever felt like more comfortable in my skin than on a field hockey field in my uniform. Like those are those moments where I'm just like, I know I'm supposed to be here. And I know that like the way that I'm moving is intentional. And like, it just like in my body, I'm very present in those moments. And like, that feels good. Like, I just think it's silly to be like, well, you can't, it's not attractive that you're out here trucking people.
And it's so wild to me that like that stops some girls from playing. Some girls from playing sports. And my thing is, I would love if more people tried rugby, but honestly, try any sport.
Yes.
Go try field hockey. Go do shot put, whatever it is. Just see what your body's capable of instead of just it being something to objectify. I think go do the Pilates, except if you're 200 pounds. Okay, I'm just kidding. Go do the Pilates at whatever size. Go try anything. Like, your body isn't just a thing to be, looked at. It can do amazing things.
It's also crazy how many options you have.
Yeah.
You have every option under the sun for different types of sports or way to get your body moving or competing. And the idea that all of our bodies are supposed to do one specific thing or sort of pigeonhole yourself.
Yeah.
Not only is it your body, but it's also the way your mind works. Like I've talked about recently about how I coach now and say that you can either be a Jason or a Travis. Jason, my husband, is analytical. My brother-in-law, Travis, is very fluid, like turns his brain off and just goes.
Yeah.
And so we talk about that a lot. Those two mindsets, you can find spaces for them in any sport. But ultimately, like they might do better at one sport than another sport. The way you learn might dictate what sport you should get involved in. Like all of those things come into play. I think it's so sad that some girls might not have the opportunity to try a bunch of different sports, but also some of them are just told like, this is a sport you're going to try. And then when it doesn't stick or it doesn't feel good or you're not excelling at it, a lot of people I think get really discouraged. Speaking of your lipstick on the pitch, you have one of the best videos I've ever seen on social media. A little friend to walk out on the tunnel. it's not even a friend, it's your twin.
I was like, looking in a mirror.
Right? How does it feel to see all these little girls that they want to be like you?
It's so fun. I love it because like even with this little girl, I was like, oh, that's me. And at her age, I was starting to get into that age where I was like figuring out what my body was capable of, or like figuring out like, oh, okay, I don't look like the other girls. Oh, I'm kind of bigger than the girls, but yet I'm faster, I'm fitter. And this was where you start to become more aware. So it's so cool to see her looking at me like that. And she's wearing the lipstick because they put on the red lipstick. They're like, oh, I did this because of you. And that was really impactful for me because I put myself in her shoes and to see where, it was almost like what it was to where it could be.